back again. Um, I've learned a lot of things in life as a young man in high school. We had a big garden at home, maybe half an acre. Grow 10 bushels, potatoes, butternut squashes, bumpkin, string beans, corn, strawberries, make jam, butter pickles, can the beans. It was a lot. It was a lot of work. I said we had blue collar. We didn't have much, but we made the most of it. And Daddy was too busy, really working. He worked so hard. So I basically took care of the gardening down near the garden. I'll tell you, I used to have freckles on my back. I had such a tan down there. And I was a young boy. We moved there in '62. So I was 9. I was 9 years old. 3-4 times I scout through the garden. You know, come up and busting up the old clogs and we'd be planting and get peach trees and apple trees across the street. Old Man Johnson, big pile of hen manure, ship, chickens and the goats, and strawberry patch, grapevine. Mom used to can all that stuff. There's a pond back down there. We'd go skiing on the can all night. A fire going down there. The neighborhood kids. And we played games that didn't cost money. Baseball, big time baseball. Tag, Red Rover, dodgeball, kick a can, hide and seek. Sit in the apple tree eating green apples all day. Rotten apple fights, rotten tomato fights when the garden was dead. Horse manure fights until somebody got hit in the mouth, and then it wasn't so funny. So I had a real good, I had a real good upbringing, a country upbringing, naive upbringing. What's going on in the world? Never knew drugs, I knew beer. I mean, pop them out like the beer. So when I turned 18, I graduated. They made us pay for our gowns, and I was against that. And the principal said to me, well, if you don't pay for your gown for $32, you don't graduate in your cash class, they just hand you a diploma. Well, that's what I should have done, but no, I always believed it. I'm along with the system, So now I'm out. Still working a construction job. Vietnam's going on strong. Going draft school. Here I am, daddy and uncle. During Korea, daddy in Korea. Uncles in World War II in Europe and the Pacific. Follow my family all the way back. With my mom's side, we go back to the Civil War, so I know. Well, I think I had to my country. I decided I was going to join the military, so I went down to see a recruiter downtown. First one I saw was a Marine recruiter. He was out of the lunch. I wanted to be one of the few, the proud, be a Marine. He's out to lunch, so shit. Going next door, and there's the Navy guy, Navy recruiter sitting in his office. I said, I want to sign up. I said, my country. He says, great. I said, I want to go into the Seabees. I want to learn heavy construction. He says, oh, son, it's going to take over a year to get into the Seabees. And I said, sir, I don't know how to read yet. I'm ready. He says, well, when can you leave? I said, well, as soon as you can tell me to leave. So I filled out a questionnaire. I'm still working for a construction company, making $160 a week, They don't know what's going on, I make out the questionnaire and the medical and all that kind of stuff that they ask you, I get an answer back from them in 2 weeks, and they said I was 4F for military duty, which means I flunked out, I didn't have to go because of migraines. I talked to them. I said, hang on, I gotta go. So I went and got a letter from my doctor's internist, and he said migraine headaches wouldn't bother me anymore. So boom, right back into the fight. So then my boss comes up to me, Mr. Weidman. He picks me up at the end of the street. He takes me out for supper. And he's talking to me, saying, Jackie, I don't want you to go to the military. I don't want you to go to Vietnam. I don't want nothing to happen to you. You're a good kid. You're a hard worker. I want to send you to school. And when Al resigns, I want you to take his place in the business. Boy, what a chance, huh? Thank you. Very good decision. What else did I think? I had a couple friends around that were local, We go out drink beer, Shane Ballavance and Zeke and the Weather Boys and stuff, And they were always really, really, really good, pretty good friends, We'd have a lot of fun. Then when I came home, I never saw them again, but that's the way it goes. So my time comes to get in an airplane down Providence, and my godfather, my Uncle Eddie, he takes me out of Providence and puts me on my plane. I wasn't talking to my puppet at the time. I thought I knew everything, so we were going through our differences at the time as a normal teenage boy would go through with his dad. Remember getting on the airplane, lighting up a cigarette at 18 years old? They offered us a drink. I drank whiskey and ginger ale at 18, drinking age 21, smoking age 21. And then I was in Chicago, and on a bus, a Navy bus, I believe. Took me to Camp Berry, took me to Exit there. About 2 o'clock in the morning. As we got off the bus, all I could hear is they saying, "You're in a world of shit." Oh my God. These other kids going to college and stuff, and I'm going off to war, Boot camp. Boot camp was interesting. I learned a lot of stuff. It's the last stuff I already knew. When somebody told you to do something, you did it. It was easy as that. It was easy as that. Boot camp was like living at home. It really was, but I just learned I knew how to use a shotgun. I knew how to use a rifle. It taught me how to use an M16. Same procedures, And somebody told you to do something, you did it. As a group, we worked together, like in Boy Scouts and everything else like that, We did it. So it was, to me, it was nothing to it. Like the swimming pool and inflating your clothes and all that stuff. I learned all that stuff in Boy Scouts. It was, to me, it was like when get out just before winter, Saturday, and I got my orders to the USS Regal, Air 58, down in Norfolk, Virginia, no A school, no nothing, and I would be machinist mate, which is, and enlistment goes, is it's a pretty technical job back then. They had a really good security. It's the guts of the ship. You have to have a brain. You have to think. Something goes wrong. What do you do? How do you do it? How fast do you do it? Or the whole ship will go down. So. And they sent me home for 2 weeks. Went to my ship. Walking up that deck plate there. Walk with it, you know. Top officer, salute him. Officer, permission to come aboard. Permission granted, show him my orders, showed me my quarters. And what a totally different life. It's a life of camaraderie, only 300 men, friendship, brotherhood, guys who had guys' backs, guys who knew guys' jobs, guys who would die for guys, as I would for them. It was a unique phase. It was instilled upon us, and I still feel the same way today. If I saw somebody going to get hit by a car, I ran out and I pushed him out of the way. Even if it meant I was going to get hit and killed, I would do it. That's what we would talk. God, country, family. Well, the tough thing with this was, though, we wore civilian clothes wherever we left the ship. We had to go to the port, we had every time we dressed blues or dressed white, so when we caught airplane flights, not a command. And we go to the airport, and I dressed blues, looking fine, looking sharp. The protesters would be there, the anti-war pressers. Instead of being down in Washington and protesting against the politicians and McNamara and the rest of them while we were fighting, they took it out on us by throwing pig's blood on us, goat's blood, urine, rotten tomatoes, manure. Just threw it on us, you know. And that already left me with a real sour taste in my mouth. As a military man, you know. I know my daddy and other guys I talked to, I grew up with nothing but veterans. And I never heard of anything treated like that, you know, called baby killers. And it hurt. It hurt a lot. I hated to wear my uniform. I hated to come home. So I ended up down in the engine room, 5 stories below water, you know. And that was my station throughout, no matter what. You know. We went to general quarters, man overboard, any kind of exercise, general quarters, down in the pit. You know. And as I raised my rank, you know, I eventually, near the end there, I was top watch machinist mate, so I was in charge of all the machinist mates in that watch. And I believe I had 5 guys, you know. But in that ship, we carried food. And it wasn't like a fighting ship. We had 300 men. So our fighting ships just sailed, waiting for a fight. We were out there to do a job. So My first cruise was a med cruise for 8 weeks. We loaded up, prepped up, went out. For 8 weeks, we spent in the med, floating around. We went across by ourselves, replenishing the fleet. 2 days leave out of the 8 weeks. No newspapers. I think we got one mail call. No phone, no Skype, no nothing. Maybe a letter or two from Pop, Mom. That was, we just grounded out. And what we would do is, the night before, I'd go down in the engine room, and I spend the whole night down there in the engine room. Well, they were up topside with the spare guys from the engine room and other people putting together the grocery orders for these ships out there in the med, putting them together. And in the morning, we come down these ships. I sit down in the engine room. We'd highline everything over to the all the ships come one on each side. Then we have an oiler come aboard to give us some oil and stuff. Then we go back in the nighttime and do the same thing again. We do it for like 3-4 days in a row with no sleep. You do one cruise to the med, and it's like 16 time changes. It totally just fucked up your brain. And you weren't getting sleep for 3 or 4 days. And when you did get sleep, it only be 3 or 4 hours, and so you got back home, And then in 72, we did a Westpac, which was over the Vietnam. There was no sleep on that part. That was a long one. So, I got my shell back, and I got fading across the international date line, like Pop. I got all the same stuff like Pop. We just went to the China Sea and polished the fleet, and came back through the canal, and back up to New York. A month later, we were back out to I had more sea time in my 3 years night ship than my daddy did in 8 years. And there was never any sleep. Fuck lunch. Go to sleep on that deck. You skip it, just skip it. If you could get sleep, and if you had to be during the daytime, you never took it inside your rack. You took it on a nice warm deck. Unless you do a North Carolina cruise. We did one of those. Oh my fucking God. Salt water, freezing 3 feet sideways. The waves so high and tall and rough. And we stayed in Edinburgh, Scotland, and then we went to bed on that one. That was nasty. Do it to the water and shit. What a night that was. Great storm coming up. We're in the Gulf Stream off of Hatteras. We'll be home today. We had a bad storm off of Hatteras. And we were empty. We rode like pigs. We just rode up. You could feel the propeller come up out of the fucking water. You just feel the bow go pull the way back up, And we had a gun mount in front of the bow, a 3-inch gun mount, and a gun director above that to about 60 feet above water line, And we fought that storm all 24 hours, full speed ahead. And we drove in that fucking storm. You could hear stuff busting. There's no food fed. Big bowl of saltine crackers on the deck with water. ourselves into our racks, go to sleep. We woke up in the morning, we were out of the storm. She threw us 200 miles back and tore off the 3-inch gun and the gun guidance system above it, which was at least 60 feet above the water, just ripped it right off. I mean, it's never ceased. But as all this time started going on, it started getting really rough on some of us guys. Never sleeping, never home, always out. It was a lot of dear John letters. We're all young kids, and getting these letters. I didn't worry about it. I wasn't interested in women. I was just interested in alcohol. Huh? I was past the women's stage. I wanted to get fucked up. And then went home with a couple buddies, one in Brooklyn, rode a subway in New York, took a walk around this block. I don't think we made it all the way around the block, but I had 20 straws in my pocket from highballs. Took another trip home with a guy named Lanky, and Carole King had out the song "You're So Vain." That was him. Oh, he had me perfectly. He and his girlfriend went there, I partied with them, and get ready to go out one day. John Lanky committed suicide. So what are you gonna do? You gonna keep going? Get ready to pull us out, throw us out again? We ain't even been in for a friggin' month. It's just the shit on the ground. Someplace in fucking China or something. So the other spaceship in Norfolk had to go over us. So in 4 weeks we had to go out again. He committed suicide. We're pulling out from the dock. We got no fresh water pumps. Leo and I are going down to the lower level with a fresh water pump. Just fix. Seeing each other. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? This isn't right. We throw it in, we go out, we do it again. Only 4 weeks in between. We come in and the crew is pretty well, frazzled. We're tired. Hello, it's up another 4 weeks. Go out again. Met my buddies and my sisters, and one day we went rabbit hunting. I still had a hound left, We drank Hardy with Mom. He said Dad really enjoyed them, and Uncle Eddie too, talking to 2 young Navy guys. You get to go aboard that ship, When we went to Quonset before we went over to there. And on our way back, my buddies, I heard noises from a lower level. It said send him a message or the watch down. I went down. He was AWOD. Slit his fucking throat. I grabbed him in my arms. And I held him tight. He was bleeding just so hard. There's no way you're gonna stop it. No way you're gonna stop it. I said, oh my God, why? storage. We put in cold storage until we came home. It hurt. Now we still have American people throwing stuff at us when we go home. Go home, surprise Dad. Nobody ever knew I was coming home, but I had to go through that shit. Because we had to wear our blues and whites. They throw that shit at us and stuff, And I already had two buddies, committed suicide. I'm into about my third year now, I guess. I've been out for quite a while. Two buddies. Went home on leave and they threw his blood and shit at me and came up to the door. I hitchhiked in from the airport in my blues. Got up to the house door about 10 o'clock in the morning. Daddy's home for some reason, painting the ceiling. Daddy couldn't paint to save his fucking life. Knocked on the door and his up. Big old smile. Oh, Jackie, so glad to see you. Yeah, I helped him paint the ceiling so it looked pretty good. So now we shoot his ass out. Now it's tough. Oh, God, she was a sweetheart. She was a sweetheart. So I came home that weekend after 50 days. Okay. Been a long chat so far. Starting to think it's still happening, The old man is 66 years old. From what I'm going to tell you now and on, I have had to live with the rest of my life, every day, pain, agony, and hurt. Not always physical.